it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. We're here at the trailhead of Lewis Peak. It's just up the trail a little bit. And we got a view of the valley down below, power lines. The other side, you can see the trail up to Ben Lomond. And it's about just under 60 degrees this morning. I got my puffy jacket on, but I'll be taking it off before too long. The sun's still not up. Beautiful morning here on June 4th. And we're gonna hike to Lewis Peak today. It's about a 6-hour hike up and back. So if I'm back to the car by noon, that would be great. But here we go. Up the South Skyline Trail to the Lewis Peak destination. Okay, I just hiked back down a quarter mile because I couldn't find my camera. Well, I get down to about the place I took my jacket off and stuffed it in my backpack, and then I come to the realization that my camera was in my jacket that I stuffed in my backpack. So I turned around, got all the way back up here, and sure enough, my camera is in my pocket, in my jacket, in the backpack. So I got a little more exercise that I bargained for. But let's keep this hike going as we hike up this backside here. Still got a little snow on this backside here. Not much on the trail though. A little bit down in the ravine. And up the ravine. Wow, we're finally coming to the end of these switchbacks and through the trees here on this south side, north side, and it's a trudge up the mountain, but I made it. Not that it's flat anymore the rest of the way, but we got a view to the other side now. You can see the trail over there towards Ben Lomond. Still some snow back there on that north side. You'd be cutting through a lot of snow right now to get up to Ben Lomond. So it's going to be probably 3 weeks before we try that. And then you can see out the valley, Willard Bay and the Great Salt Lake. It's a clear blue sky day. So we're trying to get on our hike fast before it warms up. 84 or something high today in Ogden. All right, we're coming up here. We're getting to see the upper Ogden Valley here. Liberty, Eden, North Fork. You can oversee the Cache Valley Mountains way over there. And then the Ben Lomond mountain range. And there's Pine View Dam Reservoir over there in Huntsville. All right, we're heading south up this side. You can see the North Ogden Divide down below the road, and North Ogden, Pleasant View, Willard Bay. We're plugging up this trail. Flowers are, a balsa root is blooming really beautiful right now, and then a little purple flower that's really pretty. Oh, and lupine's not blooming yet, but yeah, there's this little flower here. Not exactly what sure it is. Almost looks like a lupine, something. Yeah, here's a little lupine plant right here. Anyway, got a little cool breeze, so it's a little cool on my sweat. Feels good. Not in the sun right now. Okay, we can see out towards Lewis Peak. A little snow up there. Here's the balsa root flower. They're so pretty. And then the little purple flower that's blooming. And the lupine, their leaves are really coming out, but this is a little bit different plant right here. And it's a little chilly with that breeze. But I'm a little wet from sweating. Here's another beautiful little flower. I love this one. Love the flowers. I'm looking up to Ben Lomond, and there's some serious snow on the back side. It would be very difficult to get up there. And then I got somebody camping right here on this part of the mountain. Beautiful spot to camp. That looks fun. Come up here and stay a night. Wow. Love it. All right. But we're heading clear out there. So we got a nice hike ahead for us. We've got 1 3/4 miles so far, and it's just over 5 miles out there. So we got 3 1/4 miles to go. And it's not quite the grade it's been. We've gone 1,371 feet up at this point. Yeah, there's snow up there. Trail signs here. Again, we're on the South Skyline Trail here. And the North Ogden Divide is 1.8 miles to my left. And if you want to go to Windsurfer Beach trailhead, it's 7.5 miles down this way. But we're gonna not go left, we're gonna stay on this trail to Lewis Peak. Lewis Peak is 3.4 more miles. And it's way out there. Right where this sign is pointing to. At least the post is pointing right to Lewis Peak, right there. All right, you can kind of see the trail ahead. We're basically gonna go along this ridge, clear up to the top of this mountain, and then out towards Lewis Peak. We got some fun Indian paintbrush blooming right here, down low. So pretty. And we got this other kind of plant. I'm not sure what it is. It's a purple little plant. Hope it's not the one that's invasive. It's taken over. We got another little white flower here, kind of different. Got a little field of it right here. All right, just ran into 2 trail runner girls coming down. They've kind of disappeared. Must be over, just over there they are. Oh, here comes that bike rider up. Oh my gosh. All right. All right, we're hiking by the snowfields up here now. They're actually along below us here, but they're clear where we're hiking. All right, the trail divides right here. Unfortunately, it's a snowfield on the left. I believe that's the way I came home the last time when I saw the moose. You go around this mountain instead over it, but because of the snow, we're gonna go over the mountain, up over the top. All right, just stop and talk to a gal. She's doing the 4-peak challenge. Got her dog. I asked her what time she came up. 4:30 in the morning, in the dark. Holy cow, I thought I was impressive. Not so much. She's from Wisconsin, lives in Ogden for 10 years. 4:30. Holy cow. All right, kind of come up to a little peak here. This is 1991 elevation. I've been humbled by that girl. Okay, we're heading this way somewhere. We'll see what we take. Okay, that gal said something about going over the top, but I think I'm going down. I don't know if there's snow over here or not, but we're gonna give it a try, because I don't want to go over the top. We just have to get over to that other saddle there, and I just don't see snow right here, so we'll give it a shot. And to the right is where you can see Coldwater Canyon here. Last time I was up here, there was a flag hanging in the canyon. Don't think it's there this year right now. Yeah, that's no brainer to come across here. This is the way to go. And I don't see a flag down there. We hiked through that canyon on the Bonneville Shoreline Trail a couple weeks ago, and now we're up to the top of the mountains because the snow is going away. Okay, we're at 3 miles right now, 2 hours and 8 minutes. We had a little mix-up at first that added 8 minutes, so we're going in 2 hours. We've gone 3 miles. So we're at 1.8 miles per hour, just under 2. I suspect we'll have a faster time after we start going down. And we're heading out there to Lewis Peak. It's the point out there, and heading back. All right, there's a bunch of snow here and a bunch of these little yellow flowers. Whole little meadow of them. They're beautiful. And a big bee. So fun. And look at that snow. Holy cow. That's pretty deep. Got another trail sign here. We're on the Lewis Peak Trail, this Skyline Trail and the Lewis Peak Trail. So, and then Coldwater Canyon and Ben Lomond. All right, we're going to continue on. Looks like this sign broke down. Let's see if we can fix it. Yeah, there's the snow on that ridge. Now let's continue. We're heading straight out to Lewis Peak now. Here's the Here's the mountain we didn't go up last time, and went around the south side here, and we ran into a moose down here. He was just resting down 100 yards down, but fun to see a moose. But I don't like going up over the top of that mountain. It's just as easy to go around it right here. There's a lot of gnats, like, I don't think they're mosquitoes, they look like gnats. Not bothering too much, a little swarming right now. Here's another one of those pretty little flowers here. All right. Okay, we're going around the south side of this peak here. A little muddy here, not bad. And we're looking down towards Ogden Canyon here. This is a big canyon right here that finally gets down to Ogden Canyon. And then you can see straight ahead is Mount Ogden. That's on our next big hike in a couple weeks. Hey, looks like we're gonna have to cross the snow. Let's see if anybody's been crossing it lately. Nope. Well, let's see how it is. Okay, I just came across this snow field. It's a little soft. I didn't put on my cleats. I had to kind of dig a hole in the next foothold, so because man, you start slipping and you go down this mountain, that's not pretty. So when I come back, I think I'll put on my cleats. It'll be softer then too as well, but I sure wouldn't want to lose it going down. You could just really get hurt bad. Around this south side here, again, you got a beautiful view of the ridge that heads over towards Mount Ogden. And you can see the trail ahead to Lewis Peak way out there. Still ways out there over the top of some of those snow mounds. All right, we just ran into a swarm of mosquitoes over here on this south side, so we got our Max D'd out and covered up, but you can see I think they're mosquitoes. They might be a gnat, but I thought I'd put a little bit on so I don't get some bites today, and then we'll continue on. Okay, now we just went around that south side there. If I don't want to hit that snowbank, I'd have to go up over the top of this one right here. So I'll have to make that decision when I'm coming back. You can also go up over this one, but I'm gonna stay to the north side of the right side trail, lower trail, and I'm sure I'll be fine. All right, we're coming to our next low spot to look over the ridge. Look down here and see North Ogden. That's growing, all those homes growing up there. And it looks like we're going to be going over the top of this knoll. All right, here we come to another split in the road. Going back, some people like to go up over the top, but I'll certainly go to the left and stay down low. But not here. We're going over the top of this one, looks like. All right, we're heading up this spine, and we're at around 4 miles right now, and 2 hours and 40 minutes. We're gonna put on our sombrero hat instead of our ball cap, because we got the sun on our back and necks and stuff. So let's change hats. Baseball cap, now shade hat. Okay, We got a little trail here that goes to the right, but I think I'm gonna take the left trail. I don't know if they meet up or what, but we're gonna stay to the left because there's snow over there on the right side of that mountain. Listen, they look like they both go straight up the mountain here. I forget. Well, that one goes over the top. This one might skirt this little thing here. We might be able to go around it. I don't know. This one's a little, I can see some trails over there on the side of it. We'll see if we can do this one. So we're gonna stay on the south side to the left as we look down this valley. The quakies are starting to leaf out. They're just starting though. All right, well, the trail definitely goes across there, but we're not going to go across here. We're going to skirt down here and work our way over there, unfortunately. But we're not going to go across it. Nobody else is going to cross it. So we'll just skirt right here. All right, we came up these rocks a little bit, but we skirted right across the bottom there. A little slippery, but I have some poles. So I think that was all right, not too bad. Hate to be off the trail though. Coming around, and here's that trail that's coming off the top. It's coming down right here. So we're not gonna go back up that way. We're gonna stay down low. And I can see Lewis Peak over that way. So we're getting close. All right, we're working our way across this south ridge. You can see the trail up there. We got a ways to go, but it's close. So maybe 45 minutes. We'll see how long it takes to get there. I don't know if these are gnats or mosquitoes. They don't seem to be biting, but there's a lot. I could wear one of my head nets that I take backpacking today if I'm annoyed by them. So if you don't want to get annoyed by the gnats, you might want to have a head net. They're just once in a while though up here. All right, here we come to another spot where it goes up over the top. We're not going that way, going back. Look, going around this ridge around the south. And we can see Ben Lomond again. And once again, you can go up over the top for some reason. Don't know if those are motorcycles, trails, or what. But we're heading here to the left. Stay on the south side of this knoll ridge. Okay, here's where the trail comes out if you take the loop, I believe. So we're going to stay to the right. We'll probably come out that way. Last year I ran in quite a bit of snow on this side. I even put on my snow cleats, as I recall. We'll see. We don't have as much snow this year. I can see a little, there's a little bit, but not much. Okay, there's been a little snow on the trail back here on this north side, but not too bad. Negotiate the trail a little bit. And we're coming out here, and we'll be circling around in a minute to the Lewis Peak sign. All right, I thought I was just coming around. We got a ways to go. We got to get clear around this thing. So it's a ways. Wow, here we come. Coming around the trail, circling around here. See Ogden Defense Depot or Ogden Business Depot, and you can see the valley, how it's growing so much, filling out to a little mountain way out there. Great Salt Lake, then Prairie Peak where we hiked last week, right there, and then we're gonna make our last climb up to Lewis Peak. Lewis Peak, 8,031 feet. My Garmin says 8,001 feet. So we're a little bit different. Here's the Weber County Survey, 1984 for Lewis Peak. So it's just over here a little bit away from these upper rocks. Amazing view up here. Ogden Airport down there. South Weber way over there somewhere. Can't even really see it. Hillfield, Antelope Island out there. Ogden Business Depot. It's just gigantic. Great Salt Lake, Willard Bay, Pleasant View, North Ogden, Ben Lomond. Just to the left of Ben Lomond Peak is Willard Peak. We'll do that. That's part of our peak challenge. And then back where we came from, that ridge way over there, that's basically the ridge we come across. And then here we are at Lewis Peak. All right, well, I found the notebook, and I found last year when I came up here on November 3rd, it was my 4th hike of the 4 peaks. So I didn't do it till November 3rd. I'd already done Ben Lomond, Mount Ogden, and Malins. And so this is my last one last year. This year it's going to be my first. June 5th instead of November 3rd. So a whole different type of year. And the notebook is full up here. Somebody needs to bring a new notebook up to Lewis Peak and put it in the box so people can continue to sign it and let it grow. A little 4x6 spiral bound notebook would be great. And the box is right here. Plenty of room for another notebook. Seems like you never stay up here long enough to really absorb what you've done and what the valley is and all those people. So beautiful. They're heading down in their shorts, and looks like they want a picture. Okay, well, I talked to the guy and had a good conversation with him, and we'll head down. It's about 10 o'clock, so we'll call it a day. Head back. 10:09, I'm getting off this mountain. I've been here for like almost 40 minutes. I have a hard time leaving once you get all the way to the top. Had a banana. We'll stop and have a sandwich when we get down a ways. And I took a couple ibuprofen for my right knee because it's not feeling great. That's what skiing does to a hiker. Messes up his summer. We're taking the loop back out of here. So not exactly the way we came up. We're taking this loop back down. And here we come down. And this is not the way we came up. We could have come up this way. Might have been able to avoid some of the snow a little bit. All right, I kind of took that other alternate route down, and now it's just connecting back in with the main trail. This is the trail we went up, and it's a loop, so you don't come back down the same trail if you don't want to. And that's what we did today. Now we're heading down the main trail. All right, we're coming around here still on the south side, and we'll be coming out, but we got a beautiful picture of Mount Ogden and then back down to the valley. Oh, and here's a little bird following me. Wow. Hello, little bird. Wow, you're not too afraid of me. Okay, little guy, you gonna come up and eat out of my hand? Go away. Go. Hang on, buddy. I want to take your picture. We're here to this trailhead. We're not going back up that way. We're gonna go around the corner here. We're gonna cross below that field. Rather than go across it same way we came. It's the next one that we may go over instead of around. All right, we went down below the snowfield rather than over the top of this mountain up here. It's nice to have some hiking sticks to stabilize yourself on the slip. Rocks. Plugging along here. I think we're going to go up over the top of that mountain instead of around it this time, though, because that snowfield's on the other side of it. I'm not sure I want to go through it this time. I'm just going to go up over the top to be safe. Here we are where I'm making the big decision. I'm not going to go to the right and cross that field. I'm going to go straight up over the top of this mountain. Oh, I hope I can do it. It's not quite the climb. All right, I made it up to the top. That was quite the climb, straight up. And again, when I was coming up, I took this trail over here and had to go across the snowfield that's right down below here. And it was dicey, and if you get sliding you could lose it. So now I got to go down this mountain and try not to lose. Oh, there's a guy going down. I don't know if he's just turning around and coming back or what. If he comes up this way, we'll see. All right, we sat down here under this big old tree and had some lunch, ate my little sandwich and such, and then I'm getting on the trail, and there's this dead bird I crossed. He's got a red head and he's dead here on the trail. Pretty red bird, but he's pretty dead. Anyway, I had this view here. Just a beautiful view and nice and cool under this tree. Nice breeze, but here we go. All right, down to some snow in the cold water. Peak Trail and the junction of the Skyline South Trail. We're on the Lewis Peak Trail here, and we have I guess 2.3 more miles to go back to the trailhead. Okay, so I came from down there, so it was quite a climb back up. Instead of taking the high road, I took the low road, but it is quite a climb back up. And here I am, do another big climb here. So it's kind of interesting. I was going downhill a lot getting here, but here we go back up again, and then I think we'll be heading down finally. All right, I think we've climbed our last summit, and I think we're heading down finally. We've been hiking 6 hours, or we started 6 hours ago. It's gonna take an hour and a half or so to get down. So normal time on all trails is 6 hours. Well, maybe that counts not spending 45 minutes at the top and sitting down for 15 minutes to have lunch. So there's an hour that I've been sitting around or dinking around. But it's taken me a lot longer than your average all trails 25-year-old dude. And there's the Pine View Reservoir. It's filled up to the brink as the water is coming over the spillway, and so the river is a little uncontrolled right now because they let it get full. But this valley is growing. You can just see houses after houses after houses going up. Oh, looking back, there's where we went, clear out to Lewis Peak, and there's the mountain we climbed up. Mostly we climbed down too, and then we had to climb back up. We're just all over the place. But now we're going down. There's Ben Lomond. That'll be another peak this year. Here we are to the Lewis Peak. Again, it's 3.4 back to the Lewis Peak, and we're 1.8 miles this way. So 1.8 miles to go, just under 2 miles. If you're going 2 miles an hour, we should be down to the bottom at 1:30, which makes it a 7.5 hour deal. And you subtract out the hour that we were resting and stuff, 6.5. So not bad. All right, we're going off the top of the shelf and we're dropping down into the trees now. We'll have some shade now and spend the last 1.8 miles down the switchbacks to the trailhead. So we're definitely off the top as we head down. I thought I was going down, but even after you start going down, you're still up on a shelf and no trees, so we're still not to the part where we're going down the switchbacks. But as we come down here, I can see the switchbacks on the North Skyline Trail going up to Ben Lomond, and I'm looking forward to hiking that trail this year. But there's still a lot of snow up towards the top. Now we're heading down. for sure down the switchback. You can see the switchbacks over there. I remember going over there and going out to that one on the right and looking out over the valley, and then heading up and heading up. And need to do that hike just as a hike, maybe not to get up to Ben Lomond, but just go hiking there someday. Squirrel or chickmunk, he's got something in his mouth. There he goes, up the tree. All right, down we go. All right, there's the trailhead down there. We're heading down this way, so we're on a switchback, and I think he'll switch back eventually. And we'll be done. Finally off the rocky trails and switchbacks and going straight down and on some dirt, which sure feels good on my feet at this point. I've been going for 7 hours and 26 minutes. We're at 10.25 miles. And our average speed on the whole hike has been 1.8 miles per hour. Been holding steady at that the whole thing. All right, here we are to the trailhead, Skyline South Trailhead, and Junction Lewis Peak 1.9. And the parking lot's got a few cars here. And we call it a hike. That was a fun hike, long. I think I'm worn out. Again, here we are at the North Ogden Divide Trailhead, and there's a great parking lot here to head up either way. I went up the Lewis Peak way up on the South Skyline Trail. Another place to go is across the street and go up on the North Skyline Trail up to Ben Lomond.